morning, wherever you may be coming in at, whatever time zone you're in. This is your boy, Apostle George Isaiah Dixon today. I will be your host today, and I'm happy to be here. And hopefully everyone has had a blessed day. And we're not going to prolong because I don't like holding people long. I do thank everybody for jumping on to our Let's Talk Business segment this Wednesday. And this Wednesday, and the date is, if I'm not missing it, the 22nd of November. And I'm gonna go ahead and just say, early happy Thanksgiving to most of you because I would not be seeing you. And so again, let me not prolong. Again, I just want to thank everybody that would join us today on Let's Talk Business. This particular company, I represented it last week, but the presentation was not good. So I decided to do it again. And we're going to have various topics, various presentation, and I will have, various guests that will come in and let's talk business. All right. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get started. Let me share my screen here. Hopefully I don't mess it up. And we're going to go here. Give me just a second to get everything in order. And hopefully everyone can see my screen now. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this little slide bar here so we won't keep interrupting me. And last time I did this, I messed up. There we go. We'll hide that. So again, I just hopefully everybody can see my screen. And I want to go ahead and welcome everybody to our business presentation today on this segment of Let's Talk Business. I want to bring this company before everybody because to me, it is not just a company, it is a godsend. And again, the name of this company is My Econ, and it states that this is a cash flow success company. So let us go back to school and get what we missed in school. In other words, let's go find out what we didn't get taught in school to make sure that we will be successful. It ought to be against the law that they wouldn't share information like this so that we can be more productive and more successful. And they don't even teach most of this in school. So the next thing I want you to know a little bit more about the company. It is a mission. The mission is to empower people to obtain financial success by acquiring more cash flow and using financial strategies. And that's the heart of this whole company, is to open you up an understanding to your cash flow, how to acquire cash flow, and how to utilize these financial strategies. The second thing is it's not a broke company. The affiliates here have helped this company make over $600 million within the last, 18 years. And it's a debt-free company, and it's technology-driven, and it is based in Atlanta, Georgia. Again, you want to be a part of something that has been around for a while, and it's not a fly-by-night scenario. And for those of you that say, well, I'm going to have to check that out, we've already been checked out. You can find us on the Better Business Bureau with an A+ rating. Now, ladies and gentlemen, more cash flow is essential for financial success. And what? Cash flow is essential for success in your lifestyle. It's essential for your investing. Ladies and gentlemen, debt elimination. And I want you also to know that if you're like me, you like to give into your favorite charitable foundation or your church, your ministry. So the next thing I want you to know is everybody wants more cash flow in individual companies, nonprofit, government, etc. Get more cash flow with My Econ by doing what? By utilizing the financial strategies over here, as well as business building, the business building part of the program. And keep that in mind. These two things I want you to stay focused on, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a little bit about the income shifting strategies over here. The strategy in the membership empowers us to generate more cash flow and to keep more of our cash flow that we generate. In other words, we want you to make more money and keep more money in your pocket. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing happens when you become part of this fabulous company is, ladies and gentlemen, we want to immediately get quick cash flow into your pocket. By why? Help you to adjust your W-4 form properly. It is stated by the IRS that most last year, I think it was like 95% of the people fill out their W-4 form wrong, and they overpay more than what they have to. The next thing we want to do is help you to minimize your taxes via a business deduction. All these things I want you to keep in mind. So this step two. Step three is to build great credit strategy. We want to show you how to fix your credit and do it yourself. The next thing is the debt elimination strategy. We want you to get out of debt so you have more cash flow coming in your household versus money going out. Now, once you accomplish 1 through 4, now the next big thing is, because most people think they're investing now, but it would feel a whole lot better if you had more cash flow to invest. But we want you to invest like the pros. So we're going to show you how to get that done over here in my ecom. Now, if you just seen at the bottom, there's the letter C, FG, that's letter C Financial Group. We're going to talk about them more in depth a little later, but just understand they're going to be part of this program because you are part of this team. Now, we take pride in taking and listening to certain individuals in the marketplace or in the business. And this is Jack Mignon. He's the executive chairman of Alibaba Group. And his net worth is $37.2 billion. And if you're like me, when I heard that, I came to the edge of my seat because obviously he knows how to make money. So what he stated is that if you put bananas and money in front of monkeys, they would choose bananas because they do not know that money can buy more bananas. Now check this out. In reality, if you offer job and business to people, they would choose job, because most people do not know that business can bring more money than salary. Profit is better than salary because salaries can make you a living, but profits can make you a fortune. That's something you need to think about, ladies and gentlemen. The next thing we want to talk about, because we state that we want to show you what the power of business building. So there are 3 things I want you to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that business building is one of the fastest ways to grow your income. The next thing is business building gets hundreds of tax deductions that employees do not have advantage of. The third thing is that 2/3 of all millionaires are business builders. And we also want you to know that by utilizing this business building platform, that you get to have ownership. And ownership is the key to leaving an inheritance. And if you're like me, a man of faith, the good book states that a good man will leave an inheritance to his children's children. And this is an opportunity to do what my forefathers didn't do for me. They didn't leave me anything. And I'm not upset about that. It's just that when you know better, you do better. I know better. So I'm making sure my grands and great grands are taken care of. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to be able to have a great business, make a lot of money, but we also want you to have somewhat of a lifestyle. So when you travel, we don't want you to just travel and lose money. We want you to travel and save money. It's to the tune of up to 70% saving off of your travel when you take your business trip. We don't like to use the word vacation, because when you vacate, you lose money. But when you do a business trip, you do what? You write it off. And so, ladies and gentlemen, every vacation you claim to go on, make sure you plan to have a business briefing or something that would be that would give you the advantage of writing this trip off. You get 110% cash back, best price guaranteed, which means what? That if you find something cheaper than what we offer, you have at your disposal 110% cash back, best price guaranteed. And also you get generous reward credits to do what? It go against you. Whenever you take a business trip, you get points that add up to your next vacation, to the tune that you may get to the place that your reward credits will pay for your vacation. So what do we have to offer you in our number one cash flow product? We have to offer you what? Over 1 million hotels and resorts. We have also over 50 rental car companies that you can choose from. And also you can choose over 15,000 cruises. Ladies and gentlemen, that ain't all. Over 300 luxury homes and villas. That's right, villas that you can participate in, or better, that you can have at your disposal on your travel, your business travel, or your business vacation. The next thing is we have flights all over the world, but that's not all. We have excursions and activities and more to offer you. Now, travel is the most searched word on the internet, and travel is a $7 trillion industry. That should be a question mark or a light bulb that just lit up. It is a $7 trillion industry. Therefore, there's a lot of money to be made in travel. Also, we have our high demand products and services Why? Because we want you to understand that these are standalone products that if you didn't want to buy into the membership there, but you want to take advantage of service of our products, here are a few. One is identity protection and free and discounted legal services. Why do we have this? Because our business is almost 98% online. And therefore, if something was to happen, you have at your disposal a cutting edge identity protection that will help you up to $1 million in identity theft insurance. That's nothing to sneeze at, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're compromised, you have $1 million. I think I said 110, but forgive me, $1 million worth of identity theft insurance at your disposal. Not only that, we want you to stay healthy and as well as become wealthy. So we will have nutritional products over here that you can partake of to keep your health intact. As you can read here, it's a liquid delivery for maximum absorption. In other words, to get into your system quicker, and you can contains over 200 nutrients to help you stay healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have other great products and services and many, many more high demand products and services at your disposal. Now, why do we have all this, ladies and gentlemen? Because the IRS says that we have to make an attempt to make a profit. So if you have products and services, ladies and gentlemen, we're in compliance with the IRS. And if you like most people, you don't want to get out there and do the belly to belly, face to face type scenario, we're at your disposal, and we will talk about this a little bit more in depth later. You have our automated technology tool, which does what? It helps drive traffic to your website to help you do what? To attempt to make a profit. Now, the next thing I want you to say is fix my credit now, please. Today's improved credit scores are needed by most Americans, and many have credit report errors needing a what dispute process. We have a statement here that everyday companies such as potential employers, bankers, lenders, insurance companies, and more are making what? Making life-changing decisions about you based on your what? Your credit. Now, credit is a $3.4 billion industry. Again, there's a lot of money to be made in credit repair, but don't be the victim here and have that money gain on your expense, ladies and gentlemen. So what do I mean? Because over here in my econ, we have our own my credit system, which is a credit repair system. And I want you to understand that cash is king was once a powerful statement, but in today's digital world, credit rules the kingdom. Even if you have a great career and boatloads of cash, you will still need what? A good credit score. Ladies and gentlemen, our system is a do-it-yourself credit repair training that can teach individuals how to what? Repair, rebuild, and maintain a what? Great credit score. I like to point out that over here, ladies and gentlemen, it takes you less than 30 minutes, less than 25 minutes to go through this program and become empowered by a do-it-yourself credit repair system. Don't let people continue to beat you out of your opportunity to do it yourself. Now, what do you have to do? There's 6 steps over here. Let me mention that every step comes with its own tutorial. So you're going to have somebody that's going to hold your hand. It may not be a live person, but you're going to know how to do what you do over here. So the first thing we want you to do is pull your credit report. What I love about this company, you don't have to go Google it, go chase nothing to figure out how to find out whatever. All you have to do is go over here and you select these items right here to pull your credit report. You have the annualcreditreport.com, go to annualcreditreport.com. You can go to myfifer.com. Now, the two things have in common is that you will receive your credit report. But what you won't receive in one versus the other is your credit score. Now, the top one is a free credit. You can get your free credit report. The bottom one is a paid scenario, and it's not that much money. Plus, it's a tax write-off. But the bottom, you get your credit scores as well as your credit report. The second thing, which blew my mind because I had no clue about this, is to be able to freeze your secondary bureau. What does that mean? There are 4 main secondary credit bureaus that you want to freeze. Once you freeze your credit file from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, will not be able to do what? Verify any data from these reporting agencies. Why is that important? I'll tell you why in a minute. But again, you don't have to go outside the box. We already have listed where to go to pull your reports. Where to send your reports, excuse me. And so they're listed right below here. But the next thing I want you to understand is that the first thing you do once you get the report is understand that the Fair Credit Reporting Act states that any information that is listed on your credit report that is inaccurate, outdated, or unverifiable, that should be a light bulb, must be moved from your credit file. The second thing you want to do is you want to go through this credit report and you want to find out what's not pertaining to you according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So once you go through that, then you want to, after you go through that, you want to go step 4 and do what? You want to start your dispute process. Let me go back here. Dispute process, okay? To go to your dispute process, again, you have your tutorials in the form of a video here. And what you want to do is you want to go here and you fill out a form just like this. And whatever is erroneous, what have you, you're able to fill out your information, report to whoever, the 3 amigos here, put the name of the account, name of the account, plus the account number as it is on the documentation. And you get to choose for already done for you these letters that you just tailor to who you are, and you be able to send this information out. We have more in-depth training on this once you become part of the company. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 5th step is to understand credit utilization. It says here credit utilization counts toward 30% of your credit score. But if you want a higher credit score, we want you to understand, we want to get that number beyond that 30% down to like 10% to get the best score, ladies and gentlemen. But step 6 is so exciting for a lot of us once we've gone through step 1 through 5. Why? Because you get to build your credit or rebuild your credit. And again, you have tools over here, such as your video, to tell you how to do such. But you go through, whether you want to go through the credit loan building program, you go to your banks, you can go through the self program or the Credit Strong program. Or if you want to utilize rebuilding your credit or build credit by using secure credit cards, you don't have to go outside again. You just select from what we have listed here, such as the Self Visa, Chime Secure, Open Sky, and First Progress. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? None of these credit scores have to do anything with checking your credit. You don't have, there's no credit checks over here. You just apply for these cards and begin to go through the process of rebuilding your credit. Now, once you've done that, we can say congratulations because we give you every effort. We make every effort to make this thing happen within 6 months of your starting the process. But our ultimate goal is to get your credit score to somewhere around 750 to 850. And we can say, yes, we did it, because it's a team effort to help you to get where you want to get. Let me go ahead and point this out. The best thing about the do-it-yourself system, when you go and get somebody to do it for you, they don't tell you how to maintain that credit score. But over here, you'll be able to maintain your good credit score and know how to stay out of the credit trap. Okay? Now, let's talk more about money via the business building process. Over here, we want you to understand the 3 things we want you to get into your spirit. First of all, business income. What about it? Earning business income. You can earn business income by enrolling people into our membership, our product, and our services. So there are 3 avenues to build your business income: through memberships, products, and services. The second thing we want you to understand how to utilize is the success stories and testimony. Why do we have these? So that you can share success stories and testimony to motivate others to become customers or associates. The third thing we want you to understand is the automated technology tool. Like I said at the early part of the presentation, some of you are shy, some of you are afraid, some of you just don't want to be belly to belly with nobody or chasing people down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are no excuses over here, because you can utilize our automated marketing system to share success stories, testimonies, and marketing video 24/7. That's right. You can do it around the clock once you know how to do it properly using your phone, tablet, or your computer. And we're going to teach you how to do all these things over here. So again, there are no excuses on how not. There's no excuse of why you should not be able to make money over here unless you just do nothing. Now, why must you have a business? And what is the importance of having a business? Remember, what you want to remember here is that you're already paying for these things with no deductions. But by having a business, you have potential business deductions, such as Again, this is for training illustration only because your situation could be more or less. But if you, let's say, for instance, you have a home, for instance, you can be able to write a portion of your utilities out. This individual was able to write off $1,450. Now, again, that could be more for you or it could be less for you. I don't know. But I also understand that if you have a vehicle, a car or a truck, and you utilize that vehicle for business, well, then, ladies and gentlemen, according to the IRS, we're able to write off 65.5 cents per mile. And that was put out this year, 2023, that you can take a deduction up to deductions at 65.5 cents per mile. So if, say, for instance, you did 1,000 miles for the year, you're 1,000 miles within that quarter, you are able to write off 65.5 cents for that. So that's 1,000 times 65.5 cents. That's going to give you a value of $6,550. Now, you may have more mileage or you may have less. Understand that. The next thing you want to understand is that you can take off deduction for your communications. So that's your smartphone, your Wi-Fi, and your cable. And you're on this call right now, so you already understand that Wi-Fi is in effect. Your phones are in effect. So you should be able to get something back for what you pay into others. So this particular person was able to deduct $2,000. And again, your scenario could be more or less. The next thing, which is I thought was a trip, and that's why I said we don't take vacations. We take business trips. So what you have to do, for instance, before you go anywhere, plan to do a business presentation. Set it up in the hotel you're going to be in. Invite whoever. There's various ways to get people to your meeting prior to, but as long as you've done this prior to your vacation, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to take advantage of your plane ticket, your train ticket, your bus fare, your parking fees, your tolls, your cab, your Ubers, your Lyft. This individual was able to deduct $5,000. Again, it could be more for you or less for you. So we want you to do that. But while you're on your trip, vacation, or even at home, you're going to have business meals and you're going to give out tips. And what you want to do, either talk to the waitress, talk to somebody. In this case, you could be on this business travel and you have your meals. You're able to write off a portion of your meals. And this individual was able for the year to write off $5,000 for a business deduction for meals. Now, the next one is going to blow your mind because I had no clue. And a lot of us, we give our kids what allowances. Stop giving your kids allowance and learn how to pay your kids for doing what they're already doing now. Why? Because it's to your advantage. Because the IRS states started this year, 2023, that we're able to write $13,850 off per child, whether it's your child or your grandchild, for doing things they're already doing now for your business. And that $13,850 is not even taxable. In other words, they can get up to that amount and do not have to report it. So you got two kids and you pay them $10,000 a piece for the year. That's another $20,000 deduction, ladies and gentlemen. So hypothetically, if I have a $60,000 tax obligation, and here is plus or minus depending on how much or how less you paid in, but we're going to say, for instance, all this totaled up to $40,000. Ladies and gentlemen, when I subtract that 40 from that $60,000 of my tax obligation, I'm not paying $60,000 on taxes. I'm paying $20,000 on taxes because I saved myself in deduction $40,000 worth of tax deduction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but that's a game changer. You can keep more of your money in your pocket, and we're going to show you how to even get more into your pocket. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you go on these trips, whatever you're doing, you got to keep proper documentation. We want to show you how to minimize taxes via using our cash flow manager system for your business as well as your personal use. How do you utilize it? You utilize it through and by your smartphone, your tablets, your computer, and all you have to do is enter your income and your expenses. And ladies and gentlemen, let me help you get rid of these receipts everywhere, all over everything. You just capture the receipt on this program right on your own smartphone, tablet, what have you. But the key to deduction is proper documentation. And this program is included within your membership. Now, here, case point right here. This individual, his name is Jack Bell, and Mr. Bill Jackson had a business meeting in Atlanta, Georgia at the Sheraton downtown in Atlanta. Now, all you have to do is put the date in, how much that meal costs, was $35. Who the participants are, what it was for, where they're at, and because of the presentation, Mr. Bill gave Jack 100 names for the presentation, which is a plus in our industry. But note what I said, you're able to deduct 65.5 cents for your business travel. So he said got to start him out in amount come with $39. So he's able to multiply that times 6.5 cents per those miles and take those deductions. But what I love about this program is, again, once you in all this information, it comes to a spreadsheet here already done for you. You can report anything from advertisement all the way down to your travel, meals, and entertainment. And you can do it, you can have a budget, or you can go per month. And the thing I like about this over here in Too Smart University, you know more about that in a minute. We say this makes you audit proof. So when they come in to do a light audit, all you have to do is ask what month and what are you looking for. And all you have to do is go here and you pull this up per month. You don't have to go looking for no receipts, this, that, and the third, digging through boxes, looking unorganized. Once they see how organized you are and your reporting capabilities are accessible, ladies and gentlemen, they don't do no hard audit on it. They know you got your act together and you keep a good record. But this Jack, Mr. Jack, he's able to, for the year, to write off because he kept good documentation to deduct another $40,120. Now remember, we got that thing down to what, $20,000 in deduction. 40 from 60 leave 20. Now I can take another $40,000 off. Come on now. I'm going to the good now, right? But you can't do this without some form of reporting. With our cash flow management system, I reiterate, this is included within your membership, and there's much, much more to this program. Now, let me tell you a little bit about our world-class compensation plan. You can earn up to $56 per person that you personally enroll and $8 on your team enrollment. Ladies and gentlemen, not only that, you can earn up to $13 in monthly residual income on active members. That means that whatever you do now, you do the work one time and get paid over and over again on that. That's called what? Residual income. So let's look at a case scenario here. If you and your team go out and do, or just you go out and you market five memberships this week, or you have 5 people, that's going to give you an average up to $280 per sale. That's $250 with the consistency of doing it every week. 250, I said dollars, 250 sales that you would made for the year. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a residual income every month of $3,250. I could use an extra $3,250 without going out getting an extra job, a part-time job, trading the time for dollars. Now, if you really don't think that's enough for you and you really get aggressive, you can go out and make 20 sales this week. And if you stay persistent with that, you can make up to $1,120 a week. Now, being persistent again for the whole year, that's 1,000 sales that you have made. And ladies and gentlemen, that residual income has just got even better. If $3,250 is not good enough for you, I'm pretty sure $13,000 in monthly residual income will answer any prayer that you have. Now, let's talk more about additional money that you can make through our membership. Remember, we talked about products and service. So if you were to go out with that travel membership, remember I said it's big money in travel. And you market our program here for $139.95. You got a commission value of $60. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are fees incorporated within that $60. So you don't take home $60. You take home a whopping $42 per retail sale. And you make $9 off your team retail sales. Now, the same thing with the My Credit System, which is a big to-do program. And you can market it for $99.95 with a commission value of $65. Let's not forget our fees. That's going to give you a whopping $45.50, which is going to equate to $9.75 for every team retail sale. Now, we have other products we're not talking about today, but note this, that 70% goes to you for personal retail sale and 50% for everything that your team does. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you get started in our program? The membership that pays for your education, because that's what we want you to do. We want you to get educated about your own finances first. But how do you get started? By utilizing our financial success membership, you will get this. You will get the income shifting strategies. You also get the quick cash flow strategy, the minimized tax system, build credit, great credit system, get out of debt system, invest like the pro strategy. Not only that, you get the business income system, you get the automated marketing system for those of you that shy, what have you. And ladies and gentlemen, by joining today, the membership itself is $99.95 value. In other words, we used to pay this. Okay, but now today to get started is only $39.95. And then 30 days later to keep your lights on, keep you in compliance, keep your website up, and to keep you going in business, it's going to cost you $39.95 per month every 30 days. Now, some of you probably already done backed up. See, I knew there was a catch. There is no catch in business. If you go get a brick and mortar business, you're going to pay lights, you're going to pay water, you're going to pay for sewer, you're going to pay your taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is cheap compared to having a brick and mortar store for $39.95. And everything that I showed you so far for $39.95, well, guess what? I got something else to add to that. What is that, Dixon? I want you to understand that every $39.95 you spend is also tax deductible. Now, what about what about my monthly income? $39. You tell me I can get all this for $39. Absolutely. So it's a business in the box, but I'm not done yet today because right now we're in the holiday special, and we have a one-time holiday special offer for you today. Okay, and what is that, Dixon? Instead of paying $39.95 today, I want you to pay $9.95 to get started today, because we going all the way into January because for the holiday special. I want you to get started today for $9.95. Now, if I may break $39.95 down to you to be in business, that's like what, $1.33 a day to be in business. Where you get that at? Who heard of that? Where do they do that at? In my econ. That's where we do it at. So, ladies and gentlemen, for $9.95 to get started, and then 30 days later to pay you $39.95, it's a no-brainer. At least you can kick the tires 30 minutes, right? I mean 30 days, can't you? So the next thing I want you to understand is that if you want the travel part of the business, all you have to do is an upgrade for what? Another $11. So what are you saying, Dixon? You pay $39.95 and you add $11 to it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a whopping $50.95 per month. If you break that down per dollar, that's only $1.70 to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Once you've done that, you have just graduated into my econ family. And guess what? You have an online business. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to understand, price is only an issue in the absence of value. Again, price is only an issue in the absence of value. And I'm pretty sure I brought value to you today, but we're not quite through just yet. I want to introduce you to somebody else, and that is our Too Smart University. And this is only on our team only, not throughout the whole company. By becoming part of our team, you have Too Smart University. SMART stands for Saving Money Always Required Training. And we put you on in a collegiate atmosphere. We're always training and you're forever learning. But you also have access to Literacy Financial Group. Why is this so significant? Because you have licensed professional at your disposal once you join our group that is partnered with my econ. But what do you get when you join Literacy Financial Group? You have all of these things at your disposal. You don't have to go look for nobody. Everybody's here is willing, and everybody here is in the business with my econ, but we're willing to go to bat for you far as life insurance, retirement rollover, long-term care, making sure your wills and stuff filled out properly, helping you with your mortgage and refinancial situation, and etc. And how do we do that? By taking advantage of all of these companies you see right here to your right. These companies are at your disposal because of Too Smart University, or better yet, because of Literacy Financial Group. This is our schooling. This is our financial education services here for you when you become part of our team. Not only that, like I said, we have the financial education, but we want to do what? Help you to have a wealth transfer mindset. And we want to do that by what? By teaching you about accumulations, showing you how what protections is all about and distribution, and again help you with your wealth transfer. Remember that prior planning prevents poverty, and the way you prevent poverty is by allowing this young gentleman, who is the owner, founder of Legacy Financial Group, Mr. Stroze Hill, to help you with your financials, to help you with your finance portfolio and the team. All you have to do is dial 336-275-4203. Set up an appointment. Whether you get involved with the company, my econ or not, you may want to go ahead and talk to this young gentleman. I call him a financial guru. Maybe I shouldn't use that word, but he's just a genius. The things he enlightened you on will make you go, I should have done that a long time ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been my time. Again, I am Apostle George Dixon. I thank everybody for coming out today to hear about my econ, but most importantly, to be a part of our broadcast of Let's Talk Business. Until the next time, this has been your boy, Apostle George Isaiah Dixon. See you next Wednesday, same time, same channel. God bless.